Good morning. I'm Miss Karen, the Kids Ministry Director here at Haymarket Church. I'm here this morning with my son James, who is going to help me with the children's sermon. We have lots of props this morning, as James is showing you. I have a little bucket here that says on the front of it, "Our love." And the sponge, can you hold up the sponge, James?
I'm holding them up.
We'll hold it up again because these represent our lives, and the glass represent other people's lives.
Maybe.
So, James, this is your love. Can you share your love with somebody else and put it into their life? Put your life in there and share it into somebody else's life. Share your love with somebody else. And see if you can fill up their glass. Can you fill up their glass all the way?
No.
That was good. Keep going. Keep going.
Keep on.
Get as many times as you need to keep going. Well, I don't know that this is going to work very well. You can't fill up their life, can you?
No.
Can you get the last little bit? So, we have only so much love in our life because we fill our lives up with lots of other things too. There's sometimes selfishness, sometimes meanness, sometimes all kinds of other things in our buckets. We don't have enough to share with anybody else, and we don't have help from anybody else. So, we got lots of other things. So, I have another bucket over here. All right, you ready for this bucket? Thank you. This one says God's love. God's love is a lot different. Here's God's love. We're going to fill up, can you fill up this life right here with God's love? So, if we do God's love, now I'm going to fill up too with my life. We're going to both use our lives and use God's love and fill up other people's lives. With God's love, it just keeps going and going and going, doesn't it? His love.
He never stops making love.
He never stops making love. That's right, because God is love. He is love himself. And we can share his love, and it just keeps overflowing and overflowing. When we start sharing God's love, it goes all over the place, all over the people around us. And you can see the difference. Our bucket of love is so small, and God's love is so much bigger. And here, our bucket is limited, right? We can only put so much water in this bucket. But God's real love isn't limited at all. It is infinite, and it keeps going and going and going. Please don't put love all over me. When we can dip into God's love, He sent His Son to die on the cross for us. That's how much He loves us. He loves us so much, He's willing to forgive us over and over. And that gives us the ability to really love other people. This week, I want you to remember that God is love, and because He loves, we can share His love all over with the people around us till it's all overflowing. Thank you for joining us today, and have a great week showing other people God's love. Can you guys say bye?
Bye.